Try these, see if you like them.
I already tried them.
You don't like them?
I'm not used to things in my ears. It looks so epic on me.
You sure?
Yeah. Did you undownload Fortnite?
Huh?
Did you undownload Fortnite? For what? Rainbow Sis.
Rainbow. All but a rainbow.
Let the wind lead.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing Do you still have any questions for me? One of my former subordinates, the Academia, when Mad Scott... Initially, Aru village was struck, suddenly, despite the powerful... After that.
The soft green light? Paimon thinks so too.
In theory...
Oh, no wonder...
If you are able to... So, what do you make? Really? Lesser...
What? You don't believe...
No. Lesser Lord... The Academia... In addition...
No way! Nahida...
I've spent...
Good! Then you...
That look and... How can this... To think... Our Archon has been amongst us...
Alright, now it's our turn, but easier said than...
Excuse me, are you...
Huh?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is
Is your grandpa...
Hey, don't say...
The person you're
Grandpa is just... I heard everything you said to...
Ah... I was planning...
Whoa. Haven wasn't...
Sorry, I would...
Alright.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Eremite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, one summer night, the oft-mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more So grandpa, the next morning, Isak woke up. It's said that though, Isak was thrilled that
All this somehow just...
perhaps it's also my...
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh?
No, nothing.
Perhaps you are more
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's you!
We've cleared everything...
Really? Yeah!
Alright.
You mean the village? When I was eating anything.
The scholars that have... Don't change the subject.
Right. But honestly,
Do you also think
Grandpa... he was... It still feels pretty surreal now. Well, whatever the...
Gotcha. Think.
I hope the others find some. Things are going a little too smoothly today.
Go as flash! Speed of light!
Useless.
Here!
Sir?
Oh, well, the last time I... And speaking...
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
That's... I've known you since...
Wow, what? Okay.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Let's head over there.
Join the Eremites and embrace a wonderful new life.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. Still, you...
Haven't you noticed? Delavar was saying that many people... Isn't it a sign of...
Huh.
Exactly.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah! Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes.
Let's not get on his bad side.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay.
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. Would you want to live like this? Delavar also said that...
Is that...
Seems like he still wants to...
Got it! Please don't...
The people here really like King De...
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days.
No, not at all.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course...
I have many ways to... So you'd best just don't do anything.
Yes, got it.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty didn't try to reassure us at all.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need... Very well.
Isaac!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me. Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. This is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell.
So, you...
Huh? You know him too?
Yes. Now that...
Wait, surely Tainari...
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest. From a...
What are you looking for, Simon?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't...
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, from the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. The scent is quite faint.
But who would come looking for Grandpa?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the...
Huh? So you can lure it? Hey! What's...
Exactly. Even deep within the
No.
So, someone's taking advantage of their... Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance...
It's highly...
Please, you have to save my Grandpa.
Sounds like we'd better...
Let's head to Aru...
Right.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone...
Oh, Dia's here!
You bet. So...
Reasonable.
We haven't seen him...
Huh. I saw...
Did you find out anything useful? I see.
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can... Not to mention making... It seems someone from beyond the wall...
Makes sense.
So what should we...
If it was any other... Didn't you say that the villager...
If Paimon remembers is correct.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled... These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the...
Tia! You're amazing!
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right...
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no act... I need to go around and ask some questions. Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been...
Alright, sounds like a plan. Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed.
I know what you mean. I had the same question. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized. The wall... Sumeru is... We're cheap labor. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. Geniuses like Satari...
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Tia.
No, not at all. Besides, we're...
Yep, we got...
Shh! Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know. Just our luck.
You mean, you don't...
Tia, is that you? What a coincidence. You...
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as...
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you seen...
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought...
Ah, how
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret.
Yes, how could...
Don't blink! Hey!
Are we there yet?
Yep.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark.
Oh no! It's an ambush!
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru Village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. I knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
But you got one thing right.
If that's the case, then I'm sure
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samio would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Enger, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary.
Dia, I thought...
Yeah.
See? There you...
You're not wrong.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
No.
Wind, hear me.
Time for retribution!
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Hey!
Impossible! How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. That's what you thought.
You lied in the film.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic. Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru?
No task can be done without preparation.
Oh!
Those two who were snooping around were just a...
Oh! You mean the...
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Enger and Delavar like to... Alcohol has a...
What about...
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find... That's what you wanted to ask when we...
Wait! So...
No, he isn't.
Wow!
Ah, you're too kind.
So... About how mercenaries only...
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia? Do you dislike the...
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. I've begun to realize, but I see through it all.
Dia...
Anyway, looks like we're... This should be all of them.
All right.
Candace, do you need...
Candace will be okay on her own. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now.
While I'm questioning them.
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots...
Ad Astra Abbott. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Right on time.
Paimon's been...
We've known each other.
Oh, Paimon...
Yep, I guess. Us mercs, on the other hand.
Well, Paimon thinks he...
Really?
Oh, Sino's here.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some
Oh,
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Do I?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide.
Perhaps I need to work on my Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm...
Yes! Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourself. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community. You come here...
Mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may all be desert dwellers. But there's one... The people of Aru Village care... A war would only cause us to...
We understand. I'll tell you everything.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to...
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him.
That's one.
Huh?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself King Deshret's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anp?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, some time ago, 8 strikes.
Which means...
Not the academia again.
Just as I thought, but what could they...
People are nothing... Regardless.
You're right. Time to go.
Yes.
You got it.
All right.
Let's meet back here. Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see...
You were gone for ages! And...
By the way, Alex, you undownload Fortnite.
Hey! What's with the silence?
You never think things through.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So, anyway.
Yep. Enough with this.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up.
All Hatham. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village.
Yeah, you're a...
While you were investigating, I had my own work.
Really? Paimon...
To be honest, not to mention that
Huh?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But, before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single...
You mean, some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being...
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw...
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic to...
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear...
Then why?
By getting involved with an outsider...
I'll pass on. You said that she is afraid of...
We're on it!
Miss Shawnee.
Mr. Alhaitham.
Huh? What do you mean?
Go ahead and talk to her. Go on. Earn her...
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. Before, Traveler, do you believe our lives will get...
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so... But even so, we have friends in Sumeru.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest...
Alhaitham told us you...
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others...
Speaking of which...
Yeah. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people, and then it happened.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
Alright. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not it used to be louder.
I confirmed this with the guards, but... because we're in the middle of it...
There's really nothing around...
I think they used to use it for treating elephants.
Yeah!
Are you fucking serious?
Barbados, guide us. Go as
Verdictors?
With sword comes shadow.
I swear by my sword.
Verdictors?
They were easier to deal with, He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
Where are you going?
Let's go in and take...
Hey,
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even... What are you reading?
Okay, sure.
Huh?
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya! How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, what good is that gonna do for you? Hey, what gives? Oh, thank you for working so hard and earning so much more. If it weren't for you, Paimon would probably still be floating around in the ocean somewhere. Thank you. Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought.
wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are... Everything's ready. Let's go. Yep.
Useless. Boring.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
Burn.
Don't touch me! Ugh. Worst ranger. Forever. Don't blink!
Useless. Evil conquering. Worthless. Worthless. Care. Worthless. Care.
Happy to oblige.
That's close enough. Ha!
Useless.
Don't blink.
Where do you think you're going? Law of the jungle.
Nowhere to hide. Right this off your side. Look, there's good idea. Let's
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and also, why?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academy.
he's a scholar too?
No. Razak was never involved in any of those things. Leaving that question aside for them, looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forceful.
Loaded.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Meowly!
Oh, now that you mention it, they're
Correct. The academia, it isn't difficult to deduce the First, these rumors were all the persuasion that the radical, as well as being a life for the desert, many would give everything they have for the prospect, even if complications arise. The notion of an academia.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru Village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Hyman doesn't want to think about this.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but extracting information...
Sounds like you're...
Of course. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. This matter needs to be corrected.
Wait, didn't you...
Not to be callous, but no. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and this...
Probably not.
You can say that. The divine knowledge capsule is something...
Hyman's been wanting...
Though I must say, uniqueness is also an asset.
Wow, that's a great way...
I'm just a more likable person than... He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
Let the wind lead.
We're back!
You must be tired.
What's the situation?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital served as the academia's site.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since Divine can't not yet. They fled once we...
Yeah.
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
Huh? Are our friends...
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is... Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Al-Haytham. Since...
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take... Simply put, if you want to raise a vicious...
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but every so often, I remember seeing...
You're saying that the But what's the point in doing...
The Akasha is capable of The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable...
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching you...
So that's how it is. Tenacity of will... Sino, don't take it to heart.
They escaped...
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! If the academia is trying to avoid Sino... Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him!
Please, wait! I want to go too!
You want to go too? If so...
I want to find Grandpa.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's go! Paimon feels like we're...
Where are you guys going? Oh, Mom, by the way, we need more panty liners. Mom, we need more panty liners. Okay, I'll go see you yesterday. Alright, thank you. Thank you, Senpai. Nope. I don't even have my contacts in, Mom. I don't know when you even asked me.
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay.
These are likely fragments of an Academia-developed device. Something that looks like there were more than... Let's split up and search the...
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of scary.
This is definitely a device used to...
How did it end up buried in the sand? They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be...
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do.
I knew it.
Dia? Why would you... Dia!
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh? Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look...
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better...
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King Deshret.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret.
It's not too late yet. The village keep...
You don't understand, my dear lady.
Even if it'll expose you to the Academia? Even if they end...
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. With these scholars in our...
Ridiculous. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Filthy traitors. You're...
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should...
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand...
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to...
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that
I'm not trying to persuade.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the
Not all desert dwellers.
You academia scum.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Rahman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take...
We've known each other for years.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Rahman. Don't be a coward. If you're serious about...
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're
You're not wrong, but this is...
Let's do it right here, then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rahman?
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it! Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting up. You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take...
Yeah, bitch, you better not cut off my big girl's arm.
Phew. I was really counting.
Dia! That was...
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry, but
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this... Even if we got rid of one bunch of rat...
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted...
It's okay. I promised you I'd help...
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps...
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get...
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Looks like we have everyone here.
I'll watch from a safe distance.
Okay,
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless.
Fine.
Uh-oh. Is it because
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. You brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think? And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind...
You stay right there!
What do you think you're doing? Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said. The dendro archon.
Grandpa?
Hey, look around.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed... The symbols on the gate belonged to King Deshret's civilization. It could have been an underground palace in the distance.
Oh, a miracle. Praise King Deshret!
What's he doing here? And his men too?
They must have fallen down here with us. Most of them seem in really bad shape.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict.
He's not...
As it happens.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kus... 2 major deities...
Paimon thought you weren't interested...
Indeed. New discoveries are always...
Rahman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rahman.
Huh? Me?
Do you see another Rahman here?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention.
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to be angry about.
It does seem kind of...
Verdict is...
Barbados, guide us. Don't blink. Cut to the chase. I swear by my sword! Nowhere to hide. Useless. Speed of light.
Time for retribution!
Go and play! Wind, hear me! Incoming! Cut to the chase!
Burn!
King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait, what's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among...
These are...
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people.
You can read ancient King Deshret script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off the scent of life.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's...
Isn't sharing knowledge again?
Yes. However, you'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's No.
Greater Lord Rukadevata.
But...
Was that...
You might be distrustful. You've just witnessed it.
I've never... The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in awe. King Deshret's death We saw her as nothing more than a traitor. The stab...
You were blinded by your prejudice.
How could I ever...
Rahman, give it a rest. You're...
My Aramites.
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. But please...
It's not gonna be...
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with.
When would be a good time?
Tomorrow. And I'll return.
You seem to finally understand.
Yes.
That must have been rough. But
Rahman's no fool. It's too bad he was held back by his...
The outcome...
we should get going too. Let's... Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Everything's been arranged.
I guess all I can say...
Don't mention it. But we...
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick, please! Swift!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they...
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently.
They, want...
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry.
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh? That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like...
Continue.
And then, the doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, The sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he asked them,
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the academia spent a long time After that, with the doctor's help and the Akasha next,
it adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The academia has been trying to figure out Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. If it's knowledge, no mortal...
You must have noticed by now. It is as if they are cursed with a desire some organisms demonstrate. This is but a
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanal? Is she not a true god present?
From the beginning, when the academia first... They found that at the time, not to mention that Lesser... Slowly but surely...
So...
All right, let's try... Raman, give me a...
Sure.
Work time!
Don't blink!
No excuse for slacking! Get out! Time for retribution! I must be living myself.
Incoming! With sword comes shadow.
Must counterattack. Some quiet. Leaving so soon.
I swear by my sword. Got lucky that time. Speed of light.
Verdict can't run from death.
Are you here to play with me? The more, the merrier. Let me amuse myself. Incoming! Cut to the chase! Over here! Speed of light! Oh, now he's got me worked up!
Time for retribution! You need to hurry up!
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide!
Lament!
You need to hurry up!
Here! Worthless!
Roasted fried!
Worthless!
You need to
Worthless!
This was well done!
Forward!
Incoming! Barbados! Guide us!
You need to hurry up! This was well done! Verdict is... You need to hurry up! Roasted fried!
I hope the others find some. The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes.
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there...
Or I can...
Oh! Paimon!
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work.
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of this...
What a whirlwind of a story.
It seems like there'll be more issues.
Still, now's a good...
It's time to make a...
Indeed.
So,
Crush the sages, and
Well...
The next time we gather here...
Yep! It'll...
Everyone is already waiting and...
Well, what are we waiting for?
Please. Wait a moment. Before attending the meeting...
What do you...
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Okay.
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been?
Are you ready?
Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold.
The point of discussion is to arrive...
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to do. Come on, don't give me that face.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care. Well, Traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions...
You can tap.
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy.
Paimon...
To be honest, Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace...
I'm very glad to... I've said the same. Only when you're safe can the plan be... You're welcome. Good luck.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll hate them!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah! Also...
Yes, she did. Our plan is not... I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something?
Didn't we already do that during...
You can never have enough words of
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation. We all have our jobs to do, after all. It's like... Of course. But the advantage of... Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind.
Well, being a scholar is all...
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far...
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
Well, Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It meant... Wait. Seriously? Come on.
Oh, it's a...
Forbidden knowledge has the power, I think. But the Academe... Come to think of it, the Withering. Elazar...
But... At least... Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots.
But if that's the case...
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this?
You mean... It's related to the scene you saw...
In that... To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check...
Where are we going?
To an eremite... They're here.
Huh? What are...
I gave them some...
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready.
Aren't those devices for kid...
Look here.
Huh?
What's that look on your face?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious!
That's it. Anyway, we're not going to... As I mentioned during the Traveler, I want you to record... Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes. I understand. Because... To achieve this impossible task, it sounds...
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements. Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything...
It's just a recording. There should...
But what was the point of
And that's perfectly fine.
Huh?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to... You may find it hard to believe, but for those people... Imagine if you've been, after all that... A slave to orders. And that's why rule... In addition, those... You could say that...
Things you're interested in?
Anyway, I'm going to take those two to...
Small?
We're going to think...
I thought we agreed.
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties.
But it's still the best plan we have.
I did.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time.
We agreed to work out a plan. Had I known all...
Look, you already know that we're all...
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship. But also will...
Seems you really do understand the ways...
Traveler, Paimon. Ramon's plan is to have me work with the caravan
Wait! How can...
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you.
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how...
Of course he does. He also said that I never blindly trust...
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and to make the whole thing more... I'm okay with...
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life.
I've always treated...
Now you're making this...
Hey, is there something we can do to help? We can help fight some of the
Sino, on behalf of we have no fear of casualties. Because we...
Well, now that... But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do any... Since you and I both...
Okay.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there. Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation.
Ah, of course, of course. But who exactly are you
They're a squad of Eremites whose number...
As many as Ain al-Ahmar.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superior...
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. Aren't you even a little... Even if that guard...
We discussed this.
The caravan rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry. The guards there shouldn't know...
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter. Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction...
The Akasha is still in operation. So I'm actually... Considering the power of the...
I've given that a lot of thought. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that but. Things like that never...
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle.
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true. But the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic. By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive... However, at the emotions are part of... Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, our thoughts and logic have... The Akasha lacks... So...
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped by the past.
Paimon's so good.
Next time, hey...
Will do.
Just remember to...
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. She will be working with me.
Beep! Construct! Beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the Academia?
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation.
There's no need for
yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Ramon's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. Get ready.
I do hope the next...
Time for the operation! Let's go meet Simon!
Wait a moment.
Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are...
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat! Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hand...
Ramon, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales.
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm not here.
Oh, nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers!
Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
Wind, hear me.
Time for retribution!
I swear by my sword.
Go as one.
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Aramite mercenaries and related...
You pitiful Dendro Archon dogs!
I'm a...
King Deshret will curse you!
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain...
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino. I will...
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ramon there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went...
Go join up with her.
Speaking of which, is it...
I have a very close... If we need help, get ready for the next phase of the plan.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And the time it took you to get here,
sorry. We didn't mean to...
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. All joking aside, our responsibility dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to...
Yeah,
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watch. If all hate them inside, so we'll find Tynar. The sages have placed spies every... That's certainly true. How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried. Looking good. There are many kinds of smile. Let's go.
He's over there! Let's go say hi! Tainari!
Traveler, Paimon, and...
Hey there.
This is our friend Tia.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important.
All right. This place is better. Okay. What is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor.
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Paradis DI just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah. He came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with...
Sino, you said? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the Academia. Okay. I'll answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. You don't need to tell me anything. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Paradis DI. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you've recruited many informants. But you're right, Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery.
Hypatia was born in Sumeru, and transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that just like many other scholars, it's not so much that I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic.
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't... Luckily, there is... It's just as the... And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
He asked a question. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion.
I can barely believe it myself.
I don't think I missed any
Sorry, we can't tell.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me,
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always...
I'd like to ask you to do
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, if the situation becomes critical, I'll leave.
All right, we've got a plan.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or
I must say,
being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean blind. On that note,
the Academia, yes. But my master is a man of integrity. I suppose he's lucky to have...
I see. So you noticed something was up.
This may well be how Sino... Also, if... I think this may...
Okay, well
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go. Oh, by the way, which way did the...
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to... He also said that he'll take care of... Just to be safe.
But we have no idea where he went! How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary way. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves. Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remembered like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
Skills.
Shh! Don't. The port is crawling.
Let's keep going and.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and
look! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills.
Shh! The port is crawling.
Let's keep going and.
now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remembered like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
Look! Thanks to Dia's tracking.
Shh! Don't. The port is
let's keep going and.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remembered like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him. This place will do. We can hide.
Uh-oh. He saw us.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
You mean...
And where are all the soldiers we saw on the port just now?
They were all here just a few...
So this was a trap. Wait.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she...
Oh no!
Let's go!
Paradis Di is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not. I've done my duty to inform you.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Paradis Di now, I'm pretty sure...
With all due respect...
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. I may be staying at Paradis Di as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a Forest Watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed...
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
Tighnari! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
Incoming! Nowhere to hide!
This one's well done. Take cover. This is trouble.
Speed of light!
You need to hurry up!
Barbados! Got us!
Roast and fry!
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Yeah, Tighnari! Beat him up!
I will get
Cut to the chase!
Let's end this quickly!
Wind, hear me.
Verdict is...
I guess this is it. You need to hurry up! Roast and
Go and play!
You need to hurry up! This one's well done!
Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
You need to hurry up!
Boring.
The doctor's orders are absolute.
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now.
Stay right there.
Disappear! Worthless! Here!
Let's end this quickly!
Here! Worthless! Useless!
With sword comes shadow.
Time for retribution!
I swear by my sword.
Let's end this quickly!
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go.
Got it! A patient. Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is...
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
Who are you talking to?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some... Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into... Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith, but this also shows that... Yes. Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares. But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value. All I had recorded down before, indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it? I'm connected to your consciousness.
This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way. She peered into my consciousness, and saw all gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No matter. Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, you're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy them. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Ah! Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh. Where is the storm head? That means anyone outside is in danger! Let's go! Retreated? Hey!
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by lightning before.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. Why are you sorry? My wound aside, you look like you've seen some...
Hey, didn't I tell you not to...
Just in case. Let's go to Hypatia's place and... Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey,
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the...
I know. They always think...
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit.
So that's what you were talking to the Balladeer about? Oh, Paimon can't believe what he's thinking.
The Academia's God creation plan.
That sounds, ambitious? As long as I can enjoy I must be...
Don't say that.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did. Maybe...
You said the Balladeer claimed that Hypatia...
Have you noticed?
So, if the doctor was to show up again...
Based on what the Traveler said? In other words?
Yay! That's a bit...
Thank you for the help, Tainari.
Yeah, alright.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party... Let's continue to keep a...
You can just focus on your plan. My wound is not going...
Useless.
All right.
How did everything go? Any luck?
Let's report back one by one. We've made the necessary modifications.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to...
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the Doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to, so we've successfully removed the Doctor from the picture.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own...
Everything also went smoothly on my side. The to avoid alerting the quarry.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
It appears to have been very effective. Well, is that everything?
Huh? Wait.
Well, what?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them. You... Ugh.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead. So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you Academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that.
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings.
Fine, whatever. Well, Cyano doesn't see...
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right.
Yeah! Say something to boost morale!
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Oh, it's Neelan!
Hey, everyone.
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
But you also look like...
Welcome, Nilu.
Huh? You mean...
Yes. Nilu.
Huh? Oh, right. But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord...
Remember.
Okay.
Just remember not to say too much.
Yep.
All the preparations are done.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super...
Well said.
Thank...
Huh?
Oh.
Alright, let's all go...
Okay.
Yep, good night, Today is the Academia's Nia Garbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action.
Hello, you.
Not real. What about you all?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest.
You just...
It's crucial to dissipate any tension.
The only thing you're doing is...
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows many restricted commands.
You know, Paimon's...
That isn't something they could have 500 years ago.
So...
Don't forget, today is Nyargarbaha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages and core all the Darshan's research when the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process. Well, yes. If precedence holds...
Everyone should be in position.
Let's go.
So are we...
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Suspicious smuggling case. Are you fucking serious? What? Oh, I hate this bitch so much.
What should I do now? If only Sino was still around. Oh, I appreciate the concern, but who are you? Ah, friends of Sino. My name is Nabil.
Huh?
Well, not given the large scope of the... If you two have some...
Alright.
Yes, large... According to some research, using rumors also... According to our current...
You can count on us!
Alright, fix the serious, bro.
Boring!
Useless.
Ah, it's you two. I'm currently in the middle of an investigation here. There's been a recent case of...
Hey, what do you know?
I see. Long story short...
Whoa. All right, let's go run.
Oh, you're taking me out?
Everything's ready. Let's... Let's finish this quickly.
Is this all you got?
What difference does it make if he's...
They've been cracking down on us lately.
What? I don't see any real gems in this batch.
150K.
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
It's Sino!
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
Done! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Sino works alone? I don't like the looks of this.
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway.
Huh? Did they
Just like the others I've caught. They're not deep in the circle, just... All right. I have... And when is the next...
I don't...
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, the stock we have right now is from 8 days ago.
I know exactly why they didn't... I suspect who's ever... When you were trying to escape...
Are you kidding? But here we are.
These small fries are the... If only we had another lead.
Huh? Oh, you mean...
Do you have a potential suspect? That's right.
Oh! Sounds like we should...
I see. Anyway, if you manage to learn... And as for you...
Okay.
Hey! What's with the ad...
What, you got a problem with that too? Think about it. If the Academia...
The Academia... I just hope you If I ever... Alright, Traveler.
Ha! You think you can...
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory?
No, please.
Please, wait.
That's me.
No. I was just... also... Please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darsh...
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you...
Is that so? The sages... from...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat.
As I expected.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for...
What the heck just happened?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no...
He convinced that is the so-called pride of us. Nowadays, the Academia is rampant with it.
Wow. So there are special ways...
We shouldn't waste any...
Is this...
Indeed. The Academia march just act natural.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then?
No, not right.
You think the Grand Sage will... And after he does...
Who knows?
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
What's Grand Sage Azar doing here?
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, Scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts.
Grand Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me.
I'm sure. But compared to you, it's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum. Excellent. The foot traffic here renders this...
This place is crawling with guards.
All right then, traveler. Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is... If that is so...
Trivia?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power, creating a god. If humanity cannot, we shall regain even Ermin's soul will be for our nation of scholars. This is the ultimate aspiration. No, you will never understand the rapture of having a god. Gods exist on a care for the people. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may, the ascension of the less. With that in mind.
What a pathetic justification. Do you really think that...
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the Academia, but their ideology...
I'll hate them?
Anyway, I've brought them to the Academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of information about her ready for your perusal.
I'll hate them? So you're... We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. As it is Niagarbaha...
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation, to put it into words you can understand, are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility... In any case...
You're
despicable. Your ploy was to sacrifice...
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? First off, judging by the time...
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged... With their instigate...
Regardless, that's...
Indeed. If I'm correct, sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day, should your intentions be... As for Sino...
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. No, even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. However...
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor. You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right. Paimon thinks...
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal.
What? Why do we want to get her locked?
She's always been the person the sages are most afraid of. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control. And with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much...
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really...
That isn't the only reason. According to the act, that way, they can't... Even if we break into the Sanctuary of Sur...
So our job is...
The confinement room isn't... I'll work with Raman scholars to make... However...
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nick. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal. No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Whoa, it's Mora. Ooh, Mora. No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure. When did it first start? Oh, right. I wanted to become a word, so I kept listening to my kept looking, so I can catch up to Greater Lord but I'm stuck. The sages are creating an important...
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I... It's so quiet here.
Since you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
You're right, though.
Nahida!
Nahida?
Did you wake me up?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. When I think of everything...
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! Great! When you went to wake up Nahida, you were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think? Yep! So that means our next...
Nilu, are you sure about this?
I'm sure.
But if any...
Don't worry.
All right.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.